Teach Tech Theater. We're going to start something new, a little video series called Teach Tech Theater Thursdays, where Julie and I are just going to chat about kind of life in general and teaching theater and such. So today we wanted to talk to you about finding joy in this crazy, crazy time. So we're in our kind of our full first week of this distance learning thing. And one of the things that has really helped me is that we are, as a district theater teachers, meeting on a pretty regular basis and just checking in with each other, because we're all departments of one. Nobody understands what we do. And it's just finding those people that are going to be able to support each other through this craziness. So we just want to encourage that you find your tribe, find people that you can talk to that get it. And then we talked a little bit about what other pearls of wisdom do we have, Julie, that we wanted to talk about. And so,
you said that we've been teaching for about a full week, but we're in California, so we've been in lockdown for about 5 weeks, right? Mm-hmm. And at first, it's all of the stuff of like, what are we doing with our shows? Where were we with our shows? And all of that crazy. But as it's settling in of like, oh, this isn't going to end soon.
Right.
And we're in for a long slog. And of course, we're here to make sure that the kids are okay, but we have to make sure that we're okay too. So definitely checking in with our friends, checking in with our other theater teachers, but also finding what little things can bring you joy. So one of the things we do is I try to find things that bring me joy. So one of the things I do during Lent is that I find 3 things a day to be grateful for. I don't necessarily give things up, and I'm not particularly religious, but I found that cultivating gratitude and finding joys really help keep it present in my mind. And since Lent ended, I have been keeping it up myself just because the gratitude was helping my mental health. And other people said they enjoyed reading it. So I'm like, all right, well, good. Let me find ways to keep myself entertained.
Well, and you post those too on your Instagram, on your Facebook too, right? That
Yes.
So you're sharing it with people.
So one of the things I do, I have these little, as we went into lockdown, I have little figures that I picked up from the dollar store. And I post pictures of that. And for my students, just to keep us engaged, I found Simba from my kids' play area. And my school is the Monarchs. And so we have a lion, and our Monarch Theater has a lion named Andy that I found at a thrift store one day. And he's in every show. So you always have to find Andy in the show. So I said, here's my Andy. He's playing the role of Andy. And I've been posting Instagrams with him just to keep the kids engaged. So let me show you, like, literally it makes me just joyful. So little teeny things with like, playing with photography of having a nice big close up, or having all my friends working together, all of my little friends working together in my backyard, or my cat talking to Andy, just things to make me feel joyful. And it gives me something to focus on, like, where am I taking a picture today? What kind of cool effects can I have? And it makes my director's eye or my set design eye also like, let's do a height difference. Let's do a close up here. Let's do, what theme can I make? So that's one of the things that brings me joy. How about you, Kirsten?
Yeah, I would say I'm going to piggyback on that, because I have a writing journal, and I focus also on my gratitudes, because I tend to kind of wallow a little bit. I think I'm a little Eeyore in sometimes my thinking. And so I challenged myself about a year ago to write down things that I was grateful for every day. And that's kind of morphed for the lockdown into, what am I finding out about myself, or what are challenging things that I'm looking to overcome? And again, simple stuff. Sometimes it's a page, sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's just a little bit. But also I have a really cool pen. My daughter got this for me when she was studying abroad in Ireland. It's a sheep. And so things like that just give me joy as well. It helps me to remember that all is not lost, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what else about you? You've got a couple more things to share as well.
I do. I mean, so in my makeshift desk, I have things that I like to look at. I've got one my birthday was during quarantine time, and my sister sent me this, which brings me great joy because Sesame Street was a huge thing of mine. It has actually all of my little figures in it, and it's right near my desk, so I can see it. It just brings me joy to see it. Also on my desk, I have this rock, which you're like, oh, look, it's a rock. But right before we went on quarantine, I'd had a talk with all of my students. I bought in a bunch of river rocks. I talked with my staff also, like the staff of the school, of how we all needed to bond together, and that a river rock has smooth edges because the water has really worn it down through adversity. But it's smooth and it's comforting, and together they can build a protective wall. And that was before I knew that we were all going on COVID-19 crazy.
Right.
But this particular rock is super smooth and it's a great touchstone. And I had it in my pocket the whole last week of school. And I had many students who like came back after I did that lesson, and they're like, can I get another rock? My friend wants a rock. I'm like, absolutely, you can have a rock. Who doesn't want a rock? I love rocks. So I have this on my desk, and that brings me a lot of joy. How about you, Kirsten? Give me another one.
Okay, so as far as desk stuff, I went on a little bit of a binge, and I bought this mug at the Disney store because I'm a huge Disney nerd. And this is the logo for the caffeine patch, which is at the Disney Animation Studios. I have a friend that works there. And my dining room table is now my desk, and there's stuff everywhere. And the other day I thought, you know what? I'm going to use my caffeine patch mug, and it's going to hold all my pencils and stuff. And just that little thing of just reminding me, because again, I'm a huge Disney nerd, and we haven't been able to go forever and ever. We were going to go the day after they decided to close the parks. I know. But just little things like that. I have fun pens in there that I like to look at. And again, it's just those little things where I can look at that logo and just kind of smile to myself. So that to me makes me pretty happy. And then I also have a mascot for kind of this COVID journey, but it actually started before that. And this is my little, there he is. This is my little Funko Pop of Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter, because I'm also a Harry Potter nerd. And he has kind of been my unintentional muse for since February. February, I went to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child in San Francisco, which was amazing. And then I was directing Puffs, which is now postponed/canceled. And he is integral in all of that. And it's just kind of interesting also that my quarantine time has been filled with kind of Harry Potter stuff. I have the audiobooks. I'm collecting a new series of the books that are all based on my houses. So a Ravenclaw series, which is really kind of fun. And I have I have Harry Potter advent calendars that I bought at a discount, because who does advent calendars in May? And so I've been opening those up every day, and this last one just finished today, but it's been 24 little Harry Potter Funko Pops.
Oh, that's joyful.
So just little things like that, right? It wasn't a lot of money, and now I'm the proud owner of 24 baby Harry Potter Funko Pops. And today I'm going to go pick up a castle from Michael's and make Hogwarts.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love that.
Yeah.
Little projects.
Right. What about you?
And Kirsten, she is such a lovely friend and thoughtful. She's one of my other joys. This was just yesterday. So this is from, was it Red Barn? Red Barn Collection. So they take old books and making sure I'm there. There we go. And then it has part of the book in it, but it's mostly a journal. And she brought this to me yesterday. And because I'm a huge set nerd, I guess, one of the chapters the first chapter was about wood. And I was like, I'm totally reading this and I'm totally learning things. And I had to call her. I'm like, did you know what the difference between boards and lumber and timber are? Because I now know, which by the way, if you have any desire to know, if it is under 2 inches, it is a board. If it is 4 inches thick or more, it is lumber. And if it's bigger than that, it is timber. Now you know. And learning things. So that has definitely been something I've been like, okay, I'm going to take this time, and I'm thinking, how can I improve what I'm teaching? How can I improve what I have for students, and not trying to get it all done right now? Oh, no. I'm like, okay, well, this is a whole summer project now because our summer gig, the one that Kirsten and I do, got canceled.
Yep.
Of how can I take this time and do all the things I always wanted to do, but I couldn't do because I had shows and I had work and I had a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I've got littles at home still, but to really take this time as you know, you hear the thing, you're like, well, you better come out of this and you better be like super fit and you've learned 4 languages. Not that, but just how can I improve what I'm already doing and how can I start planning for the fall? Because I think the fall is going to be online. Yep. How can I start doing that, but slow, not trying to do it right this second. So, it's just the little things. It's little things and slowing down and taking care of yourself. Like, for example, every day I have my chai tea. This brings me joy every single day.
I have
the fact that I can drink my tea and it's not cold. What?
Right.
Crazy. Right. I can actually get through tea while it's still warm versus at school where suddenly at 5 o'clock, my very lukewarm tea is there for me in the car.
Right. Exactly. So we just wanted to spend a little bit of time and just encourage you to find things kind of outside the realm of teaching and outside the area of doing theater and doing what you're doing, and focus a little bit on self-care. So think about this week, maybe 3 things that bring you joy. And you've seen with us, it's little things. I mean, it doesn't need to be big and magnificent. We're celebrating the little things because sometimes the little things are what get you through. I know that Absolutely. For me on a bad day, sometimes my gratitude journal has said things like, well, I got up and I got dressed and I went to work. That was then a win day for me. So, and find your tribe, find a way to connect. And to piggyback on that, we as Teach Tech Theater are here for you, and we're here to help you with curriculum. We're here to help you with answers. We're a really good sounding board for things, I think, in a lot of ways. So please feel free to connect with us, email us. Our website right now is a little wonky. We're still working on that, but email us at teachtechtheater@gmail.com, and we are happy to share because that's what
we have. A Facebook page, Teach Tech Theater, and we have on Instagram, Teach Tech Theater, where we're going to be posting not only videos like this, but other tips, things to bring joy.
So check us out. Find cool things that bring you joy. Go look now. Stop this video and go find 3 things, and then keep Absolutely. Them handy. And just remember, we're going to get through this. We're going to take a deep breath. Everything's changing, but you got to take care of yourself first and foremost. The rest will take care of itself.
I found this quote right before we started doing this. It's a great quote. Happiness comes in waves. It will find you again. So this is a crazy time, but it's all going to change and it's all going to be better.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week.